Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing some squad reviews. You guys seem to enjoy the last time that I did squad reviews, just, reviewing my viewers' teams and saying like what makes the teams good and what makes the teams bad, so on and so forth. So we're going to continue to make these videos. If I make videos similar to this in the future, people need to understand that I'm not going to keep reviewing like Premier League teams. Like a team like this is unique, right? A team like the one that I recently made in my last video, it's more of a unique team, right? But if people keep sending me like EPL teams, it only takes like one or two times for me to review an EPL team for everybody else's team to be super generic, right? So that's why if I make these videos in the future, it's going to be teams like this, or it could be like a hybrid of an EPL or Serie A. It could even be a Serie A because Serie A has different players, but there's a certain point you reach. If it's just a one league team with Bundesliga or Serie A, it hits a point where I can't really continue to review the cards, right? So if you guys do send squads, don't be surprised if I don't review the Premier League ones because it can be boring for the viewers just seeing the same generic teams all the time, right? So this team over here is very interesting because I think he has a Liga Santander, a Premier League, and a Bundesliga hybrid. And it actually looks like a very, very, very good team. This is actually a team I'd probably make in the future, to be honest. It looks very unique. I actually really appreciate teams like this because the thought process in it is very good. So I'll explain why, right? Sergio Aurier wouldn't be the right back that I'd get, but the reason why he gets Sergio Aurier as the right back is because of Lucas Moura, right? So he needs that chemistry link with him. I think on the right side, they have Salah. Salah wouldn't get the chemistry with either Pogba or Valencia. Mahrez would be for Manchester City, so you can use Kyle Walker. Yeah, Mahrez would be the only one, but he probably likes Lucas Moura, so he probably doesn't mind using Aurier. Shadow doesn't increase the pace in defending as that much. The thing that I always tell people is that I do believe that the chemistry styles create a boost. I just don't think that the boost is as much as they say it is. You know what I mean? So the reason why I like teams like this is because it's well thought out, right? So you could start this team off with a 4-3-3, and you have two solid center mids in Goretzka and Paul Pogba. And then you have Royce playing as your central cam, Lucas Moura on the right, Kingsley Coman on the left, and then Lewandowski in the middle, right? So a good back four as well. Sergio Aurier, I think Sergio Aurier's work rates may have changed, but I could be mistaken when I say this. Because he used to be high, and high is a fantastic work rate to have nowadays. So he is still high. So the Shadow, what EA says is upgraded is basically like this, but it really isn't that much. I think Sergio Aurier's card would still be good. I just don't think the chemistry styles are this much, right? So Eric Bailly is a good center back. Umtiti is a good center back. We got the Lucas Hernandez on the left side with Serge Aurier. So it's a good back four, right? And you have all the links you need, right? They're all on 10 chemistry. Goretzka's not on 10 chemistry because of either manager, because I think these two, this is from his team, so they need to get the loyalty, right? So the reason why I like this team, right? If you switch to a 4-2-3-1 wide or a 4-2-3-1 narrow, you can use Goretzka and Pogba as your two CDMs, and then having Royce playing as your cam, and then you can either switch between Kingsley Coman or Lucas Moura to the left or the right, and then Lewandowski as a striker. These types of teams are the best teams you can possibly make. You don't want to have three center mids in the team and then not be able to change the formations with those center mids in the team, right? So with this team, if you use the dynamic tactic, you can change to a 4-2-3-1. You can change to a 4-4-1-1, where you're using Goretzka, Pogba as your two center mids, Royce as your center forward, so on and so forth, right? So it's good to have teams like this to be able to rotate around. I think Lucas Hernandez's card this year is a medium high, and to be quite honest with you guys, I would prefer that personally because I hate when my players push out of position. So he is actually medium high, and he actually has a center back card too, which makes it even more interesting. So I like this team a lot. Congratulations on getting Eric Bailly as a Foot Champs card. That's really cool, man. We have a lot of teams to review, guys. Like, people send me a lot of teams, right? So I'm gonna try to go all the way to like the bottom-ish, so you can still see like 2 hours ago. We're gonna go probably like right here, right? So this is okay, right? So I'm okay with reviewing this because this right here is another good team, right? So he's created a... This is a team that I would actually make, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. Yeah, I would actually make this team. If Kondogbia doesn't get that link there, so you could put Kimpembe. See, that's the beauty of this, right? Like you could put Kimpembe there, right? Oh no, you couldn't, because Kimpembe only gets the no. Yeah, you could put Kimpembe there too, where Marquinhos is, because Kimpembe's. This is a team I would actually make 100%. Like if I were to get these players for fun, I would 100% make this team. So this team is unique. You got Rodrigo. I don't like Rodrigo though. I would try. The reason why I'm trying to change the team up a little bit is because I'd want to put a different striker. Maybe like Lacazette or something. Because Lacazette would get the full chemistry, and then Kondogbia would be missing the chemistry. So if you put Kimpembe, he would get the French chemistry, and then Nelson Semedo already gets that Barcelona chemistry. You know what I mean? So I'd probably put Kimpembe where Marquinhos is, and then get Kimpembe would get the full link. So maybe, but then you need to get a PSG goalkeeper. Then you would have to use Gigi Buffon, and I don't know if Gigi Buffon's a good goalkeeper this game. This team is good too. Good back four: Nelson Semedo, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva. Marquinhos and Thiago Silva missing the physical, which is noticeable a little bit, but give them an anchor and it'll be a little bit better. Alex Telles is one of the best left backs in the game, so that's a good one. I want to actually see if I can link Alex Telles in one of my team with two Brazilians, because I have Paulinho and I could potentially just get Thiago Silva to make as my other center back and then try to get links around that. But it's a nice team, man. He has two people who are capable of playing as the CDMs, the center mids, CDM center mid, right? Because Kondogbia can play center mid on the left side because he's left-footed with high medium work rates. 4-2-3-1 would work with this team. Cam, Firmino, Felipe Anderson on the left, Dembele on the right, Rodrigo as the striker, Roberto Firmino as a cam. You could even use Rodrigo as the cam, but his passing obviously wouldn't be that great. But another very good team, man. You got a team that you can rotate amongst different dynamic tactics. And that looks really good, dude. We got one team here. So this is a kind of a unique team too. This is another team that I would definitely make 100%. He has Alexandro, Benatia, Matuidi. So that's a beautiful three lineup right there. These are unique teams. I like when you guys make teams like this. Sergio Ramos, Juan Fran. Juan Fran is apparently one of the best right backs in the game. I don't like his acceleration. And I think his acceleration would be noticeable, but people say that everybody that I mentioned Juan Fran to, they're always like, dude, his acceleration really noticeable, but he makes up for it. That's the important thing, right? When you're missing a stat, but you make up for it in other stats, right? Sergio Ramos is a good center back. I use him in the draft. His high medium work rates can be a little bit annoying at times, but defending itself, he's an absolute god. He's so good. Kondogbia and Matuidi playing as your two CDMs would be brilliant. You can also play them as your two center mids, also brilliant. Ben Yedder, Promes, Griezmann, and Mbappe as your attacking lineup, your four attackers in a 4-2-2, a 4-2-3-1. You probably use like Griezmann as a striker, Mbappe on the right, Promes on the left, Cam, Ben Yedder. Good work rates all around. Matuidi, Kondogbia as your CDMs would be solid, and a really good back four and goalkeeper. Again, another team I would 100% make. If I had the money, I would definitely make this team. The top with Griezmann, everything just looks really interesting in this team. This is definitely a team I would make in the future, for sure. So I give you credit for that. This one is a Serie A EPL hybrid. So he puts Mertens as the CDM because he wants to get the links with the Serie A guys. So Mertens gets chemistry links everywhere with Dembele. So he obviously doesn't start like this. He probably uses a dynamic tactic in game, where he switches Mertens to the cam position and Dembele plays as the left center defensive mid or the right center defensive mid. Everybody else, I do believe they would be playing in their position. Hazard is really good with his finesse shots because he doesn't have the finesse shot trait. Harry Kane is Harry Kane's a player that I can't personally use, but he is a very good card in this year's installment of FIFA because of the play style, right? Like if he gets the angle and shoots, it's probably going to be a goal, right? So you got to be very careful with cards like that. We got another team here. So this is a full Liga Santander team. So nothing unique here, but two players that can play CDM or center mids. Left person or a left wing, left mid. Same thing with Mbappe, Neymar striker, Ben Yedder cam. A very good back four. And then Thibaut Courtois being a beast that he is as the goalkeeper. So yeah, another very good team as well. Neymar on 7 chemistry is more than enough because his base card stats is very good. Vecino is surprisingly good at CDM. I play 4-1-2-2 narrow, cover center for center mids, and stay forward on the cam. Everything else is default. So you stay forward on the cam. So you probably use Martial and Dembele as your strikers, Ben Yedder as your cam, or Ben Yedder as your striker with Martial as your striker, and then Dembele as your cam. Be very surprising if you use Dembele as your striker. So you say that you like Vecino's card. I think I've actually reviewed Vecino's card at some point, and I actually think he has a very good card. Yes, so he has high work rates, which is okay, right? He needs more pace to make up for it. Like if you look at again, you can't have players that are perfect, right? But if you look at Matuidi's card, yeah, 79 pace definitely helps out the fact that he needs that extra pace with those work rates, right? Agility and balance isn't great, but his acceleration and sprint speed make up for it a little bit, which is very nice. His shooting is okay. The reason why I like using Matuidi and Paulinho as these CDMs is because if you look at Matuidi's shooting, 68, but defensive, physical, dribbling, passing, and pace, very good in comparison to this card right here. The defending and the physical is like very basic, right? But he does have better shooting stats, but it's Paulinho, right? It's Paulinho that having those shooting stats is very good, especially if you're using them as a left center defensive mid. Just being able to cut inside and then using the time finesse shot outside the 18-yard box, very, very effective and very nice to use, right? So, but Vecino does look like a decent card. He looks usable, you know what I mean? It looks like a very usable card. So the problem with this team is it's very linear. So again, like you said, you use the 4-1-2-1-2, and I would assume that you would use Rabiot and Matuidi obviously as your center mids, which would make sense. Your back four being Lala, Skriniar, Manolas, and Alexandro is very solid. Martial, lack of weak foot is annoying. I mean, he can cut inside and finesse with his right, so that is a big plus, to be honest. Ben Yedder, Dembele, yeah. So the only problem with this team is that you don't have a player where you can use a dynamic tactic to be able to change it to a more wide variation of the formation, because then you would have to use one of these three guys as your cams, and they wouldn't play that position really well. So this is a generic EPL team. This is a generic Serie A team. This is a Bundesliga Serie A team. So you have Schul, Goretzka, Rusilian, Bailey, Royce. See, this is a unique team too. Like there's certain players I probably wouldn't use, like Quadrado. He has his dribbling. I said his dribbling was bad one video. It's not his dribbling that's bad. It's his shooting that's terrible, right? When a player, right, chat? When a player has like lower than 75 finishing, I think they're terrible. Because even if you give them a chemistry style boost, it doesn't increase by that much. They will always play to their base stats more than they will play to the chemistry style that EA kind of gives you that impression that they upgrade. You know what I'm saying? So Cancelo, Medi, Benatia, Schul. I wouldn't use Schul, but I could see Schul being a decent center back. If you could get Boateng, obviously Boateng would be better. Also, Schul's not on full. He is on full cash because German, Bayern, and League. Yeah, never mind. But if you could afford Boateng, obviously probably get Boateng. Benatia and Anglin and Goretzka as your two CDMs, your two center mids. Your center mid CDM works out really nicely. Only problem with this team would be playing another center mid if you want to switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. But it would still work. You could use like Quadrado or Bailey as one of your center mids, and it would still be okay. Mertens as your cam, Royce, or Bailey as your cam, Mertens, Royce as your strikers would work out. It would work out really nicely. This is an EPL Liga Santander hybrid. EPL Liga Santander, yeah, EPL Liga Santander hybrid. He has the Brazilian link, so he has the two CDMs in Fred and Kondogbia. Good attackers in Gabriel Jesus, Hazard, and Lucas Moura. Roberto Firmino as the cam with high work rates is fantastic. I didn't like Roberto Firmino too much as a cam, but I could see him playing that role like a god because he does have very good stats in general. Sergio Ramos, Gabriel Paulista, very good center backs to have. Sergio Ramos, obviously. The reason why I wouldn't like to make a squad like this is only because the difference between quality of Sergio Ramos and Gabriel Paulista, for me personally, would annoy me. Reason being is because the way that it would work is you would see like Sergio Ramos do certain things that Gabriel Paulista just wouldn't, and it would just annoy you in game, right? It's the same thing with my center backs. Like when I had Davinson Sanchez or when I had Eric Bailly and Rudiger, Eric Bailly was just way better than Rudiger, right? So But you have good work rates. This DeMarcos Inform card, I love using him. He's really, really good. And the great thing about that card, right, is you only need the double links with Sergio Ramos. So if you want to just make a team that puts DeMarcos, Sergio Ramos, and Thibaut Courtois in the same team, brilliant. You don't need chemistry links anywhere else, right, which is awesome. Kondogbia is your CDM on 8 chemistry. French player. No, so the only way that you would be able to fix that is if you put like Lacazette as your center mid. Excuse me. If you put Lacazette as your center mid. Yeah. That's the only player I would consider putting in. You could put like Martial, 7 chemistry on left. I don't even want to mention that, but that's a pretty decent team too. I think he just sent me the same team twice. Yeah. He really wanted me to review that one. 100 chemistry with this. Wow. Mane on 8 chemistry is the only downfall, with Manola's on 6 chemistry. So Manola's 6 chemistry, who already has a really good card, and Mane, who already has a good card on 8 chemistry. You know what? I mess with this team, actually, because Mane, Mbappe on the sides, center forward, Cam, center mid for Roberto Firmino, 2 solid CDMs in Rabiot and Matuidi, but Rabiot's high-medium could affect him a little bit with the balance between him and Matuidi. A solid back four in Florenzi, Manolas, Boateng, Alaba, and Neuer as the goalkeeper. A pretty nice team, to be honest, man. It's well thought out, right? Because that French PSG League One link with Mbappe is what changes this team completely. So, very nice team as well. The cool thing about this team, right, is that if you truly want full chemistry, no, you couldn't. No, you could, because 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Rabiot wouldn't be on full chemistry though. Rabiot wouldn't be on full chemistry. Because I was thinking, like, because Mbappe would get the full chem, even if you put, like, Nangolan in there. But Nangolan being Belgian, Rabiot has 4 links that he has to link up with. So the 4 links is what screws him over a little bit. But if you want to have Manolas on full chemistry instead of Rabiot, because Rabiot would still be on 8, I think, then Matuidi would be taken out, Nangolan would be put in, and then you have the Roma links. Mane, EPL, Rabiot, Nangolan there. Liverpool, no. I was thinking if you could put like Roberto Firmino as your center mid, but that doesn't really work out because he only gets that 1 link with Mane, and obviously you want the full chemistry for your attackers as much as possible. Like Mane already has a decent card with Hunter, so a little bit different in that regard. Let's see what else we got here. So we have EPL, Liga Santander, League One. See, I like these teams, man. These teams, what it's like, the best is when it's split like a flag, like an Italian flag, you know, boom, 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 you know, it looks nice, dude. So you got Hazard, De Bruyne, and Mendy, all from Manchester City and Belgium, and you know, all that stuff, giving them all the double links. No triple links, but double links is good enough. Griezmann and ooh, so your Griezmann's on 7 chemistry. Casemiro gets full chemistry. Roberto Firmino, no. Mbappe, nope. Griezmann. I mean, the typical one would be like, oh, just put Karim Benzema, but we're talking about quality here, you know what I'm saying? Like, Griezmann's on his own quality, you know? So the only downfall of your team is the 7 chemistry on Griezmann, and to be honest, it would be nice to increase him as much as possible, right? Because he's a good card, right? I would give Hunter to Griezmann because I'm pretty sure his composure is already very good. If I could search this up right now, I'm gonna say his composure is 87. That's my guess, is 87. Oh my god, dude! Look at that, God tier. Mbappe. Okay, so this team is good. This team is good because, again, you could do the CDM thing. Because Casemiro, Rabiot CDMs, Cam, De Bruyne, Hazard, Griezmann, Mbappe, De Bruyne as your attacking players. Good back four. This Lala card, really awesome, by the way. Way better than his first inform, may I add. Varane, very good card, obviously. Gabriel Paulista, Benjamin Mendy. Very good team as well. I just like the splits. I always like saying the split in between. This team is cool because he managed to put Texera in the team. The problem with this team is having William Carvalho and Rafinha. So this team is a quote-unquote fun team to make. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a meta to use because I feel like you're missing too many things, especially the pace. Because, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if William Carvalho has, like, 52 pace. 51 pace, yes, because he doesn't really run, right? He jogs a lot in real life, but it's because he's more like mentally intelligent when it comes to like creating plays. Him going to Real Betis, may I add, was such a disappointment because I would have loved to see him play for a top team. Because yeah, he doesn't run, but he's so smart, man. He's a very good player to have in the midfield. But hey, Real Betis actually has a lot of potential as a team in real life. I don't know if you guys watch them play, but they play brilliant football. They just got to get those. It's them and Athletic Bilbao. Those two teams, they got to get their consistency going because they have a very solid ground to build on. But yeah, you're missing these two over here. Is just a huge downfall. And then real life sending me the meta of metas: Paul Pogba, Patrick Vieira, CDMs, Ronaldo as your cam or striker, whatever the hell you want. Neymar and Mbappe as your attackers. Maldini, Rio Ferdinand, Alex. That's just a full meta. And then I have Han sending me this freaking team. Look at this team. Jeez. You know what's cool is that this Mateus card, right? He may put that Mateus card in his team because that Mateus card, you can now rotate to whatever you want, right? It's the 88th version, so it's a center back card. But look at the actual card, right? That is a center mid card, right? So that's probably why I use them. It's a 4-star weak foot, high work rates, right? So he probably starts it off like this, but then he probably switches to like a 4-1-2-1-2 where he has Clarence Seedorf as a center mid, Patrick Vieira CDM, Mateus as one of your center mids, Del Piero, Raul, Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff is the definition of a perfect player, by the way. So if you look at his, there's like 3 perfect players. It's Johan Cruyff, Ruud Gullit, and there's somebody else, but I forgot what it was exactly. So if you look at Johan Cruyff's card, the reason why it's perfect, even if you look at the 89, okay, so the 89 is missing the balance, so that's not the perfect card. This card has the balance on 82, so this is the perfect card, right? He has the 5-star, 5-star. He has the pace, the shooting, the passing, the dribbling, and the physical presence. 70 strength, 72 aggression, while being 5'11", but being a big dude in game. Big deal. High-low work rate. So this card's fantastic as a striker or cam. You know, he wouldn't necessarily be good in the jumping, but as you guys know, crossing isn't like a huge thing in my gameplay. So, right, that's what I would say to that. People would be like, oh, but what about Ronaldo Inception? Ronaldo's problem will always be his balance. That's the only reason why he's not a perfect card. But he's well, okay. If we're gonna be like linear with Johan Cruyff not having jumping and all that stuff, then yeah, Ronaldo's a perfect card too. So you know what I mean. Then I think Ruud Gullit is the most perfect card. I think there's nothing that can touch this card, right? Agility. God damn it, I had it 90. The 91, there it is, the 90. Well, okay, here's the thing, right? This card does play better than the 90 version, but the 90 version is freaking awesome. I don't even, it's not even a huge difference. It's very, very minuscule, but it's just the play style, right? Yeah, no, this card is perfect. There's nothing that touches this card. 6'3", 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, passing, dribbling, defending, physical, passing. He's just this is the perfect card right here. This is the one, right? Let me see Clarence Seedorf's card. I actually haven't seen Clarence Seedorf's card. I haven't seen this card this year. So he has poor defending, which doesn't matter because he's tall, right? He has a 4-star, 4-star. As a center mid, this guy would be a god. Yeah, dude, honestly, you give him a shadow, perfect. I wouldn't even give him a shadow. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about defending stats not being that great because as a center mid in general, he'd be a god. Medium high work rates. Oh wait, he's more like a cam though. Nah, he would still be a god though. Yeah, he would still be a god for sure. For sure. Legends just have that physical stature boost that they have against other cards is a very big deal, right? I don't know who this guy is right here. I think you take okay, you bring on players. Yeah, when I don't like the bringing on players thing. You know, I had to do that in previous years to get certain results, but when I'm reviewing teams, I like when it's just boom, just start it off, switch a tactic, done, right? Don't have to pause the game or anything. I hate pausing the game. I hated doing it last year, but you had to do it this year because of dynamic tactic. You don't have to do it. Thank God. This team is a problem because you don't have a proper person who could play as a camera center forward. It's like a small little Liga Santander, and then the rest EPL team, EPL team, EPL team. Oh, this one's a little bit of a hybrid. 7 chemistry on Neymar, full chemistry on Mbappe. This is a very good team. This is a very, very solid team, except for Marcelo. I hate this guy's positioning on the pitch. Here's the thing about Marcelo, right? His high-low work rates are terrible. But when he is defending, when you're actually controlling him, yeah? When he's defending and attacking, he's a god. It's just his movement on the pitch that is the absolute worst. But to be honest, it could be worth it because his attacking and defending is just brilliant, man. Don't worry about the 79 pace because this card, give him an anchor, give him a shadow, give him whatever you want. This card is a god, man. But I think he's like 5-star, 4-star. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So that also causes like a very big deal as well. What else we have here? We have Texera, Lucas Moura. This is a fun team. Vinicius is not ideal to use in the beginning, but Eric Dyer. Yeah, I don't even have a proper CDM. You can use to nah. I mean, it's a fun. This is a fun team, dude. I like this team in the fun concept. 4-3-3. You got some cool colors working for you around there. It's a fun team, man. I respect it. EPL, Serie A. Yeah, I think we're just going to conclude it right there, guys. This is a Serie A, Liga Santander. Oh, this is a nice one. Serie A, Liga Santander, BPL team. I like that. I like that. Szczesny, Benassia, Dalbert. Dalbert's shit. I hate Dalbert. I need to replace him as quick as possible to Alexandro because his... Marcelo's attacking positioning is poor, but Dalbert doesn't make up for it in defending and attacking, right? Like, he's good at the dribbling and the pace, but the defending and the physical, you know, not very good. But... Decent team, Lucas Moura, Insigne. You can use Perisic as your cam, actually, or Insigne as your cam, which is nice. 7 chemistry on Perisic, the only downfall of this team, but still a very good team in general. But I think that's going to conclude everything, guys, in regards to the teams. Honestly, I think my favorite one was the first one that we reviewed, right? It was like this one? No, it was. I think it was after that. No, it was before these guys. Nope, it was not before these guys. It was the one that had like Eric Bailly as the foot champs card. I like that team a lot, man. It had a really good balance to it. This team looks really cool too. It looks like a fun team as well. It's like different, you know. But that is gonna conclude the video for today, guys. If you guys could probably watch from the beginning of the video, the Eric Bailly team, I really like that one. Like the Eric Bailly meeting the foot champs card. Really nice team. But that is going to conclude the video for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please drop a thumbs up on it. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.